Hello. How's everybody doing today? Come on in. Guys, today was crazy. It was really, really busy. Jeez. It was a crazy day. We had Milestone 3 was due today. Milestone 3 for Twisted Tower, our game Twisted Tower. And that was due to 3D Realms, 3D Realms being our publisher. So I just wrapped it up. The reason why I couldn't stream yesterday and the reason why I couldn't stream or why I was late today, man, it's just been one thing after another. Basically, Milestone 3 was the game fully playable, start to finish, unpolished, right? So you can just make your way. Well, I won't tell you. But I'm really, really excited. We got that wrapped up. So I just submitted it, so it's really, really exciting. So very, very excited today. By the way, huge thank you to the new students. Elliot Chen, Gabriel Uriarte, Dan Valatif, I can't read that, Zakir, Aaron, Christopher, William, D, and William P. I'm not going to try those last names. Actually, that's not that hard. But thanks for supporting the channel, and thanks for enrolling in full-time game dev. It's a huge blessing to have you guys join during the Black Friday sale. And by the way, guys, I think there's like 30 seats left to join, and this thing's wrapping up in 3 days. So 50% off full-time game dev, my massive program where I'm not only going to teach the technical side of Unity, or Godot or Unreal, pick your poison, right? Whichever platform you want to learn. But on top of that, the best part is I teach how to go full-time. This is one of my students who went full-time and actually found a publisher. And also Chris down here at Squidshot Games, guys, isn't this nuts? He actually raised over $170,000. It says $100,000 here, but he raised over $170,000 at the final date for his Kickstarter. And yes, I'm going to take credit for this, all right? Because he said so. I didn't say it. He said Thomas Brush's course works, everyone. So I teach the business side, right? The funding side. How do you guys go full time? That's the big question, right? How do you go full time with a demo? I teach how to do that. So pretty much everything you need to know to start a game studio, I teach. It's a massive program. So check it out below, 50% off, and you're going to get 2D Art Pro and 3D Art Pro completely free, but just for this sale event. You got 3 days left, ladies and gentlemen. Okie dokie. I'll see you on the other side, guys. It's going to be a fun. Oh, wait, no, I forgot to tell you the tasks. Here's our tasks. We got a lot of tasks to do today before we end our day. And I say end our day because my day ends in about an hour and 10 minutes. So here are the tasks for today. Clawfoot tub with blood. Copper statues of enemies. This is a long list. Copper statue of enemies. Tall spherical plants. Spider webs. Pools of water. A crib, ooh, that'll be fun. A duck toy, a baby carriage, inner tubes with 3 different colors. All right, I'll see you on the other side. Let's hop into Unity. By the way, guys, feel free to download my free 2D game kit below. It's totally free. It's my treat to you. I used this exact 2D game kit to make a game for PewDiePie in 14 days, and then I got to play it in front of his subscribers, which was really awesome. So download that. Use it however you want. It's my treat to you. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I got to log in here to stupid Turbo Squid. Okay, there we go. Turbo Squid is where we cheat, and we download a bunch of models. Right? We can also do Sketchfab. Sketchfab, I don't know why. Sketchfab, I don't really like Sketchfab. So yeah, let's go to our first task here. What is it? The clawfoot tub, yeah? Clawfoot tub. Oh, Thomas. Woo! Okay, clawfoot tub here. All right. Let's see if we can find one. Oh, look at this. Wait, what? That's all we've got? I think that's actually just fine. I don't think we need anything higher poly than this. You guys want to buy it? It's only $4. We might be able to add a bevel. I think I'm probably going to add a little bit of a bevel there. But everything seems decent. Come on, that's a little too low poly, folks. We don't need that. I could probably use Shade Smooth and you won't even notice. All right, I'm gonna take the risk and we're gonna buy it. Okay? Guys, one of the things you wanna learn, we're gonna talk about two things while I work here. The first thing is you need to learn to just get going, all right? Don't fuss over every little thing with your game. You just gotta get moving, make things happen. Now, what you wanna do, I'm buying this right now, by the way. What you wanna do is you wanna make sure you have a GDD. If you have a GDD and you have a good foundation, and you also have sort of a polished demo, once you kind of know those two things, like what's the prototype and what's the GDD, you can then just get going, make things happen, okay? So that's what I'm doing right now. I don't know if this is the perfect clawfoot tub, but I'm just gonna get going, okay? I'm not worried about it. Now, the question is, was that actually unwrapped? So I'm gonna bite my tongue here. I don't think that was actually unwrapped, but we'll double check. We'll download it here. We've got an FBX. It looks like there's no textures. So that sucks. Probably need to just move on to the other one here. So let's go to our, isn't that hilarious? Here I am giving advice. I think that was a bad move, honestly. Clawfoot tub. And you just keep moving, guys. Man, these all suck. Tub. Let's see, there we go. They just don't like the word clawfoot. Okay, we're gonna use Turbo Squid. I didn't like that other tub. Ooh, there we go. What is that? 44 bucks. Okay. Let's keep finding the one we want. We could type in vintage tub. That one's not bad, actually. It might be a little too low, little too high resolution. Yeah. I like it, okay, but we're gonna come back to it in a sec. Let's type vintage tub. There we go. 19 bucks. That's not bad. In fact, guys, dare I say, this is the exact. Is this the exact tub? No, but I like it. I like it. Let's take a look at its poly count. That's not bad. So we're good. Y'all ready to buy this? And there's a beautiful, beautiful UV that we can scribble on. That's what you want. Okay, so let's jump into my camera. Y'all hang tight. I'm gonna buy this here. And something I wanted to tell you guys about is that today, you know, a lot of things went wrong, right? We have this deliverable. We have this big publisher, 3D Realms, and they want us to meet a deadline that we've all agreed to. And you can get pretty stressed out when that deadline, you're struggling to meet it because glitches happen, things break. That's just the way things go. And what I want you guys to learn is that, well, that is the nature of game dev. That is what happens in game dev, okay? So don't freak out when things break. That's normal, okay? So let's extract this bathtub here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna open up the FBX inside of Blender. Okay. We're gonna open it up inside of Blender. But remember we had this mannequin here? This mannequin is kind of a great size, that a great relative size. It helps us know, man, I can't talk today. It helps us know the size of everything else, okay? You could also use an NPC, or you could use a enemy, or you could use a crate, because I know 2 times the size of a box in Unity is about the size of an NPC or even the player. But we're gonna use our mannequin here, okay? Now you can see here what we just downloaded. And by the way, those of you are thinking, this is an interesting method. I don't know why Thomas is using assets. This is the way to make games. If you wanna make a 3D game and you wanna do it on a budget, and you're not some masterful 3D artist like, I would say Thomas Sala, I think is how you say his name. He made a game called The Falconeer. If you don't have a unique style and you're not like super proficient, you need to use assets, okay? So that seems about right. What do you guys think? Okay, I'm fine with that. So let's go ahead and delete the mannequin. And we have our clawfoot tub. Pretty straightforward, right? I actually really, really like that. And we're going to set the origin. How do we set the origin? Does anybody know? How do we set the origin to 0, 0, 0? Well, I could go to my selection mode, affects only the origin, and then I can hopefully shift over my 3D cursor. There we go. Okay, and Blender's frozen. There we go, good. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take all of this and go apply all transforms. Good, I don't really like that. There we go, okay. So do I want these separate? That's the next question. What do you want joined? What do you want separated? Well, you know, I don't really see the point in the tubes or the legs. I don't see the point in it being separated. I'm kind of going to join it. I want everything to be all one mesh. And the unwrap should be fine. So let's go ahead and well, did everything apply? Apply all transforms, good. Now watch this. We want to make sure that we go negative 90 in the X, apply the rotation. Can somebody let me know in the chat? I don't want to keep explaining this. Somebody let everybody know why we're doing this in the chat. Let us know. Positive 90. Yeah, there we go. And I'm going to go ahead and save this. Save as. We're going to hop up and we're going to type in tub. Save. Okay, tub. Does anybody know why we did that weird rotation? Look at what our final values are. Our rotation is set to 90. Why would we want that, right? Yep. Inside of Unity, we want our rotations to be a nice, clean 0, 0, 0, just for sanity, okay? Keeps everything nice and clean, okay? Unity, for some reason, likes to, anytime a blend model rotation is 0, 0, 0, it sets the X value to negative 90. So you have to figure out a way to get the rotation to 90, 0, 0 in Blender. So that's why we did this, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and open up Unity. And also, if we open up our bath here, you can see we don't actually have our textures yet. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the textures from TurboSquid. Wasn't that easy, guys? And by the way, we saved as a what? We didn't save as an OBS. I'm sorry, that's a streaming software. We didn't save as an OBJ, we didn't save as an FBX. What did we save as? Right? We saved as a blend file. Who knows why we saved as a blend file? Can anybody explain that? Why did we save as a blend file? Well, it's going to be the same reason why we're about to save something as a PSD. Does anybody know? Okay, let's open up our base color here. This is our base. All right. File, save as, new folder, PSD. And this is all in my downloads folder, guys. So we're going to call this bathtub albedo. I'm being very precise with my naming, and everything's going to be a PSD. Okay, the metallic, yeah, we want a metallic. Just parts of the tub that are going to be metal. So we want that. So we're going to call this, go into our PSD folder, bathtub metallic. Good. Nice and clean, guys. Don't get impatient. Don't just say, I'm just going to drag all these PNG files. I'm going to drag them into Unity. I'll figure it out later. No, do it now. Get everything to be a blend file and a PSD. It's going to save you a headache in the long run. Okay. Bathtub. Photoshop. There we go. This is our bathtub normal. And I feel like we can go ahead and just bring in those textures, the roughness map. We're going to bring this actually into the metallic. Well, we could actually just do it in the albedo. Let's go to our channels. There we go. And that's our roughness. So the roughness you can store inside of the albedo. Does anybody know why we're doing this? Why do I want everything to be a PSD and a blend file? It's because in Unity, you can edit them on the fly. So it's literally like really quickly, if there was like a Christmas present, for example. Let's say the Christmas present, it's a box. Let's say I wanted to make the bow a little bit bigger. Well, I could just double click on it. It'll open up in Blender. I could scale up the bow, save it, swap over to Unity, and it'll update on the fly. Everything in the game that has that present updates on the fly. Well, what if I wanted to change the texture? Well, you could definitely open it up in Blender, export it, and then edit it in Substance, or I could just double click the PSD and then edit it on the fly. Okay? So let's go ahead and add our clawfoot tub. Oh, let's just add it. Where are we going to add it? Let's just put it here for now, okay? Just so we can see a nice place to put it, okay? Right next to this clown painting. Clawfoot bathtub. Bath tub. Where is it? Wait a second. Where is my tub? It's called tub. We don't want that. We want it to be called bathtub. So watch this. Let's go ahead and rename it really quick. We want it to be nice and clean. Everything's got the same naming convention. Okay, there's tub. Notice it's a blend file, yeah? So we're going to go to bathtub. Not bath rub. Bathtub. Thomas, where are the textures? Well, all those PSDs we saved in our downloads folder. Downloads folder is where I keep all of my working files. And then I just trash them later when I'm done. So here are our PSDs. Look. We have an albedo, we have a normal, and a metallic. I'm not going to use the occlusion one. Okay. Bath rub, that's a different stream. Okay. Whoa. Oh no! You stay put, buddy. Okay. Let's go to our tub here. Hey, we're going to call this bathtub. There we go. All right, so the folder is called bath, not bath rub. Man, Thomas. Whew. Let's open this up here. There we go. Paste our PSDs. By the way, those just joining us, just remember you can join full-time game dev. 50% off. I think there's about 50 seats left. You got 3.5 days left. It's probably the most comprehensive video game course out there. Best part is it's a video game career course, meaning it teaches you how to start a studio. It doesn't teach you just how to make games. Who cares? We can all figure out how to make games, but how do you sell them? How do you make money? I teach you how to do that. And I'm a really good teacher, let's be honest. Are any of you in the course? Let me know what you think about the program. I'm being honest. I'm being honest. I'm not being cocky. I really am a very good teacher. I mean, I'm pretty good at teaching even now, and I'm working. I'm just making games. Thomas, that's cocky. Yeah, well, what do you want me to say? I'm just telling you the truth. Why is that see-through? Well, I will never know. That is a strange thing. I don't want to use that base material. What we're going to use is use the albedo. There we go. Look at that. Ooh, it's beautiful. Look at all that hard work, guys. And that didn't take long at all, did it? So what you do is, well, let's take this fella, let's take him down to the lobby, actually. Because I don't want to show you guys too much of the game. Sorry. Is there any problem like texture sizes about using PSD files in Unity? Of course not. Why? Because Unity, you can tell Unity how much you want to compress the textures, okay? That's why you don't have to worry about it. Can someone explain why that is? With that, I'm trying to focus here, but I do want to answer that question. Why is it that Unity, you can make the biggest texture files possible and it's no big deal to Unity? Does anybody know? Okay, let's grab this vertice here and snap it. There we go. Okay, we're just going to put it right here just so we can see it. It's really, really important, guys. insanely important to put your 3D objects next to other objects in the game. And it gives you an idea of scale. Does that make sense? It gives you an idea of scale, and it also gives you an idea of, does it match the rest of the game? So we're going to do a mesh. Nah, I don't want to do a mesh collider. We're going to do a box collider just to keep it really simple here. And we're going to scale this down. Know your hotkeys, fellas. Know your hotkeys. Yep, does that make sense? You can downsize in Unity. Yeah, but what if it's really important, guys, to have everything scaled properly so that you can, I don't know why, but I get like excited when I see the rotation set to 0 and the scale set to 1 by default. It just works in our world. I love that. Now this bathtub, it's a little weird looking in the context of our world. Not a huge fan, I'll be honest. Might want to go a little bit bigger. Well, wait. Oh, Thomas, all you've got to do is double click. Now that our pivot is properly set, object set origin to 3D cursor. Good. Scale up by, we're going to do a nice clean 1.2 and apply only the scale, not the rotation, because that'll screw up the rotation. Save it, hop back into Unity, and there it is. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and delete one of these dialogue triggers so that we don't hear Mr. Twister talking to us all the time. And then we're going to hit play, and we're just going to put the spawn point, let's say, right here. Hit play, and we're going to take a look. Okay, guys? Hey, Thomas, is it possible that someday you would consider to implement some purchase power party to your followers that don't have USA? What? I don't know what you're saying. I'm sorry, I just don't know what you're saying. It's a big bathtub. It's a little big, and we might want to use a mesh collider, but only on the tub, which is, it's a shame because I did join it, but yeah, I probably need to set it to a, maybe we'll do a bunch of different box colliders so it's not a mesh collider. You know what I mean? Okay, so what's the next thing, guys? Well, firstly, I want you guys to know we're going to be using toon shaders for this game. Right now, we don't have them set up, but I can show you really quick if you were ever curious, okay, how do I use assets and how do I make them look like they're all part of the same universe? Shaders can do that for you. Shaders are a great way to do this. If I turn on my normal mapping here, even add a little bit of specular, maybe drop it down significantly. We could even use the custom alpha, the albedo alpha. Yeah, there we go. We do that. A toon shader can help with that to make it match. So if everything's a toon shader, it'll probably match. But we're also going to go to our PSD, right? Remember, everything's a PSD. So we're going to make it match the colors. Okay. Again, this is why you want everything to be a nice, clean, undestructive art file, PSD or Blender. Okay, so let's see. First things first, we want the clawfoots to match the gold, right? We're going to go back just to make sure that we're going to have an algorithm that switches all of our shaders, so I'm not going to do it right now. But if we go to our base map here and then throw in our metallic, you can see the metallic map is only adding metallic to certain parts of our map. Then we can also do our albedo alpha, which is going to be the smoothness value. See that? Look. So now the clawfoots are metal, okay, and shiny. So that's good. And then also, hey, we need that normal. Boop. Fix it. There we go. Okay, guys. So what I'm going to do, just because I just want to, I'm going to create an empty child here, set it to 0, 0, 0. Everything's nice and clean at 0. I'm going to take this box collider, copy, remove, and we're just going to throw in some colliders. This is going to be collider. I'm just going to call it collider, okay? And we're going to do nice 0 position, 1, 1, 1. We're going to edit it, okay? and we're just going to do the base. This shouldn't take us long, as opposed to a big old mesh collider. Okay, we don't want that. Let's do some nice clean values here. Yeah, there we go. We can do that, and then we'll do another one. Typically, guys, I highly recommend using prefabs if you're going to duplicate objects like this. However, they're very precise colliders, so they're very simple. So they don't have any other feature other than being a collider. So we're just going to use these. Okay, we're just going to position them just like so. Okay, just like that. Good. So we have one down here. We went here. We're going to duplicate that, put it over here, and then we can just duplicate this one. Yep, over here. All right, so as you can see, guys, we now have a very simplistic collider. Nothing crazy. Good. Okay, let's go to top view here, make sure it's nice and clean. So this one here, this one, this one, this one. Okay, so this one we could probably just position over a little bit. Maybe you could do it one more time. Wait, what is that one? There's something going on. I think it's the, yeah. Here we go. All right, bathtub collider is fine. Okay, now let's go to our PSD and let's make the claw feet match the gold here. Well, all we gotta do is take the gold from this. This is why I love using Photoshop documents. And where would the claw feet be? Where are our claw feet? Oh, that sucks. Do they not have the map? They do, there it is, okay. So we need to download the map. I bet you it's, let's see if we can find the maps. I think they have them. Oh my word. They had a blend file ready to go. Thomas, they usually don't. That's the thing. They usually don't, in my experience. But I believe inside here they're going to have everything. Nope, they don't have it. Okay, so we need to go ahead and grab. Maybe it's in the texture file. We'll see. We already downloaded the texture file, so let's take a look. Nope. Okay, well, no big deal. We can just go ahead and export it. Go to our UV editing, image, or UV, export UV layout. And this is going to be our, we're just going to put it inside of the bathtub textures. We're going to call this bathtub UV. We don't need this as an actual file. We're just going to put it inside of the Photoshop file, right? So all I got to do is place that file. It's pretty straightforward. Place embedded, textures. There we go. Okay, so we have our UV. I can just scale it up. If I hold shift, yeah, it's perfect. There we go. Okie dokie, guys. So where do we think the claw foot is? That's the question. Well, if you ever want to know, you can go into Blender here and just select the claw feet. Oh my word, what a terrible unwrap. Did you really do this to me? Oh my word. It's horrible. Okay, this is what working with, oh my word. This is what working with assets gets you. This is somebody who just used Smart UV Unwrap and they didn't care because they were going to export it and just texture it inside of a. All right, so we're going to grab our browns. We're going to hue, saturation, and we're going to go to, I guess we could go to reds maybe, yep. And just color it. Maybe do a colorize. No, yeah, there we go. Save it, let's take a look. Save. There we go. We're close enough. I think it's close enough. What do you guys think? We're getting there. And I could even probably, if I merged all this down, I could probably do a tolerance of 50. Okay, maybe 25. Select color range. Okay, good. We're close, guys. We're close. Nope. Careful, Tom. Okay, we've selected it. And we're going to try this. Okay, we're going to see if we can do a nice. There we go. We're close. It's not my favorite, but it gets the job done. Okay, now, one final thing here. You'll notice that that does not look gold, right? This right here, that just looks disgusting, right? So that one in particular, I don't even know if it's worth it, guys. This is a terrible, terrible unwrap. And I'm actually about to not worry about it. How's that sound? Because I think we can get away with it. That's a really, really bad unwrap. And that's just what you get. That's what you get. If we do an overlay like that, we can get it look a little bit more simple. Yeah. Okay, and then hey, let's go ahead and grab this, and we're going to do a simplification, because I think it's a little too yeah, it's a little too detailed. There we go, much simpler. The normal map itself is a little much too. 0.5, yeah, there we go. All right, let's hit play and take a look. You guys ready? With lighting and post-processing effects and a good shader, we'll probably be okay. Yeah. Maybe crank up the shiny value. Cool. Scrub-a-dub-dub. Good. We could probably, maybe, just maybe, you guys want to take a look and see if this works? I love doing this. So we could take this and actually deform it, or generate or decimate it, and we could do a collapse until it's just right. Shade smooth. We could take a look and see if that makes it look a little bit more low poly. Yeah, it's better. Yeah. Okay. There's no way to throw blood on there. There's no way. Because that unwrap is just horrendous. There's no way. So that's just the way our tub's going to be. Now let's take a look and see if we can make this tub a prefab. So let's think about our prefabs here for a sec. We have all of our props here. Good, okay. So this is our props prefab folder. Oh, good. You know, this is going to be more of a global prop, so we're going to store it in the base, or I guess the root of our props here. So that's the thing, guys, right? You start with an FBX, those core art files. You then resize them, turn them into a non-destructive format like PSD or even a PNG. So now let's go ahead. Let's maybe make this brighter. Let's see how it looks in the context of the one of the underground levels. That's really what we want to look at. So let's go to floor -2. Take a look. No, we don't want to save the scene. Slap a decal on it. Yeah, we could probably do that. Yeah. Okay, so let's put it in this context here. You guys want to see? Bath, not bath rub. Thomas, what is going on with you today, buddy? Well, Okay, let's just put it right here. There's a lot more objects to see here. So maybe put it right here, bathtub. And that's the thing, guys. It's never going to be perfect. I swear. Okay, bathtub variant. There we go. So if we were to put it like right here, I feel like it matches pretty good, actually. Set it to local. Hit play. And let's take a look, guys. Hey, Chris. How you doing, buddy? What do you guys think? Pretty good. I like it. It looks small since the tiles are large. Yeah, but if we make it any bigger, I feel like it's just not gonna. Maybe do that and then go apply scale. Let's take a look. I do agree it looks a little small. So let's take a look again. I think that's better, right? Is that good, guys? Cool. All right. Those TVs are huge. We might even make these smaller. They're like as big as a car. Yep. Okay, cool. All right, bathtub done. We did it. Yay! Okay. What's next, guys? Got a clawfoot tub, copper statue of enemies. We're not going to do that right now. Tall spherical plant. Why do I need that? I don't agree that I need that. Good. Okay, so we don't have any cobwebs, which is totally fine. I kind of feel I want them to be 3D, and I want them to be double-sided. I also know what I need in let's double check on Turbo Squid and see if we can get some. Okay. Cobweb. Oh, we got a lot of them. I feel like Unity, the asset store, is probably a better approach. Unity asset store. Shaky camera, shaky camera, shaky camera. I need to get a new camera mount. It's kind of annoying, isn't it, guys? All right, let's type it in. You guys ready? Wow, cobweb pack. 25 bucks. It's a little intense. Well, there's a simpler version. I kind of like it. Those maybe work. Let's buy it. It's only 25 bucks. Oh, it's Dimitri Dryzak. He does a lot of good stuff, actually. I think we've bought a lot of stuff from him. All right. Okie dokie. We're going to bring her inside of Unity. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to make sure these are all scaled properly. For some reason, it doesn't bother me to do decals. To use decals without converting it to blend files or PSDs. It's really the hard surface models and characters that really bug me because I know I'm going to edit them. The decals, though, not so much. Okay, let's open up Unity here and take a look. Download the Cobweb pack. Very simple, very clean. It's HDRP and URP supported. That's always a good thing, right, guys? Hey, Thomas, I want to find the beginning of this game stream. I remember once I saw, I think I made those unlisted. Okay, let's take a look, guys. Import these cobwebs. I got a wedgie. Hey, Shabaman. Shabaman Games. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so look, what do we got here? I definitely don't want a demo scene. We want the textures, we want the prefabs. We want the materials. I don't want any freaking shaders. I hate when they give me shaders. I don't want a shader. I want to use you. Stop being that way. I hate when people do that. I want a normal shader. I don't want some weird custom shader because then it gets screwed up. Hey Thomas, what's your favorite level of Twisted Tower? I really like the lobby. We hang out in the lobby a lot, actually. Okay, let's move these to the... Oh, there's our Ivy pack. We need to move that too. Crap. The Ivy pack and the Cobweb pack, we're going to move inside of our art folder. And then we're going to move those into our environment. Okay, because the Ivy pack it's all scaled and ready to go. Everything needs to be scaled properly, guys. When you're ready to start dragging things into your scene and set decorating, you don't want to have to scale everything, right? So I'm going to put this inside of other. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. We could probably do nature. Yeah. We're going to call this not underscore cobweb. We're going to call it cobwebs. Jeez. And there's ivy. Foliage, that doesn't exist anymore, so we're going to delete that folder. Is TT made completely from pre-made assets? No, not at all. Most of this is custom. But we're in the polishing phase. We just finished up Milestone 3. And so Milestone 4 is polishing phase, and there is a lot to do. And so we're going to go in and I'm going to use a bunch of pre-made assets, and Felipe's going to create some custom ones. Okay, we got our cobwebs here. I don't want your shader. Stop. What's wrong with you? I don't want this. I'm deleting. Oh, don't delete it yet. Hang on. Learn to spell. Man, so many of these assets are just not organized. I hate it. Frustrates me. Okay, so we have a bunch of materials, that are not proper. So the cocoons, we don't need that. There we go. So this is going to be, it looks like it's particle standard surface. For what? I see. It's a fader. Okay, got it. So we're going to start with the first one here. Okay, there's Cobweb Simple. The way we need to get this working, guys, flipping assets, it's a surgical procedure. You got to be very careful. So we're going to go to our Universal Render Pipeline, Particles, Lit. There it is, okay? And you're going to want to do transparent. Okay. No. I bet you he has an update process. I bet you he does. Let's take a look on Unity here. One sec. There's probably, because he said it's URP supported. So let's double check. Supports, okay. Support URP and HDRP shaders are here on your Discord group. Wonderful. Oh, geez. I hate when that happens. I don't want to join your Discord server. Okay, it's okay. Let's take a look, guys, and see. Cobweb Simple 1. So we have a normal map. Web normal. It's really frustrating, guys. We don't want to preserve the specular. Okay. What do you think? Is that better? You want it to be double-sided, though. So we'll do render both sides. Golly. Yeah, it's a pain, guys. Man, I don't like this. I do not like why this is not working. Got all these weird shaders. I don't want your shader. Oh, we got Cobweb Simple. Look at this. Hang on tight. Let's see here. It's all using Cobweb Simple. Select material. So this one is as well. Okay. So let's double check here. I think it's just using the wrong texture here. So let's just go. Pretty frustrating, actually. Okay, okay. Cobweb 2, Cobweb 1. Okay, so far so good. You'll notice, though, that you can't do double-sided. You'll also notice that soft particles is on, so that's correct. Okay, so that's fine. Let's see here. Maybe it's not double-sided. Oh, good. Goody, goody, goody. What do you guys think? Isn't that cool? So you can go pretty big here. So we're just testing out to see which ones we want. Okay, if I turn the lighting on, it's kind of cool. So that, all this crap here, we don't want. Yeah, we don't want that. That's kind of cool, though. Cobweb slice. Okay. Do I have any corner pieces? I believe I do. What's that? Because that's really all I wanted was corner pieces. That's kind of cool. See? Isn't that cool? I think that'll work. Yeah. Remember what I said the other day? You don't want to get yourself too overwhelmed. So just... I might want the corner pieces. I really don't need them, though. I like the mossy ones, the ones that hang. So let's see here. It's that one I might want. These are pretty sweet. Let's see if we can grab these. Those are kind of cool. So that's web normal. So let's see if we can find the right one. Set it to transparent. Ooh, we might have just found it. Yeah, I like that one too, actually. Okay, so that one I want. That one and then these here. But the rest, although I will say, I'm starting to see a pattern here, which is web diff and web diff. Those two are all we really need. So my theory is actually, if I go to my materials, right here, I can just grab them all and update them all to be universal render pipeline, particles lit, and then move in that texture, which is WebDiff 1. No, 2. And then normal. Let's see if it did it. I think it did, guys. And I was about to delete them all. Yeah, we're good. I believe that was all we needed to do. Yeah. Check that out. These are cool. And I like that soft particle effect, actually, because you can put them anywhere. And they'll just sort of blend into the wall. Look at that. See? Isn't that cool, guys? So what we want to do is we're going to just take all of these. You're going to love this. So if we take all of these and delete them, we're going to just take one that we really, really like. Look at these weird cocoons. They're kind of dumb. No cocoons. We're going to delete those so nobody on the team is tempted to use them. This is not working either, I don't think. What is that? Yeah, that's ugly. So we don't want any of that. We're going to just delete all the ones we don't want. Those are fine. Oh, we want to make sure we go to all of these and we turn off the... we want a transparent. We don't want to preserve specular. Turn that off. Transparent, transparent, transparent. And then we have a pack that we can use for the game. We don't need the cocoons. We don't need the primitives. Maybe we do. I don't know. This crap here, I don't want any of this. We don't want the sky, any of this. I'm going to take a gander that I can delete all this stuff. So all we need is the materials. And all of these are good to go. These are great. Look, what about this one? Do we like it? What do we think? Isn't that kind of weird? That's really cool, actually. Ooh, spooky. I mean, we've got lots of spiders in the game, so we're actually all set. Okay, so what you do then is you find the standard scale that you like the best, okay? So let's say we gonna, this corner, okay? Well, in our game, this is not actually big enough. So if I scale like this, I would say a scale of 3 is actually what, 3, maybe even 4? If we did 4, that's about the scale we want. So if we hit play here and take a look, we can figure out, okay, is this our standard scale? 4, right? If that's the case, yeah. What do you guys think, 4? Yeah. That sounds about right to me. He's only deleting them from the current project. They're still in the package he already downloaded. Yeah, we don't need them in the project. Everything else, all the stuff you don't want to use, get rid of it. You don't want it in your project because you'll just be confused. Okay, so we're going to take all of these and we're going to set 444. And now when I drag them into the scene, we're all set. Now this is interesting. What is that? You kind of have to rotate it, don't you? But these are great because they sort of blend in, you know? I think I'm going to really love these. Excuse me. I think I'm going to really love these in the context of the hotel level. But let me hit play here and just see what kind of beauty we can add here. Just simple stuff like that goes a long way, guys. Makes it look ancient. All right, let's see how this looks, fellas. And by the way, do we want it to cast shadows? No. No, we do not. Off. We do want it to receive shadows. And they also all need to be set to static 100% so that they can occlude out. Or what am I saying? Let's go to floor 1 here, and I want to show you why we want this, okay? Let's go to floor 1. Is there a downside when it comes to performance when using multiple assets? Of course. I mean, the more assets you add to the scene, the more it has to render. That's why you want to make sure, number 1, you're baking your lighting. Number 2, you're not casting shadows with real-time lights. Number 3, you want to make sure that you're occluding using occlusion culling. And if you can, disable it when you don't need it. I mean, that's if it, especially obviously if it has code on it. But occlusion culling should do a great job for you, and baking the lights. That's the 2 things you want to do. So let's go to type in cobwebs here, and you'll see that now, hopefully you can get an idea of why we might want to do this. Here's a great example, okay? This shot here, it's pretty simplistic, but you're going to be surprised perhaps, that one doesn't look right. This one I just don't even like. So we're going to, because this just doesn't work for me, those aren't right. What happened to my textures? Wait, what? Okay, the Cobweb Simple, those all got screwed up. Cobweb Simple is a different texture. So let's see what's going on here. We got an issue, guys. It's like black. Okay, that's wrong. So Cobweb Simple is the wrong one. There we go. Yay! We don't want it black on the back, but I don't know what else to do about it. That's the thing about double-sided rendering. It's like it looks bad on the back. Anyways, so let me show you guys what our goal is here. Those aren't right either. Yeah, like so this right here, we can create detail with, I mean, these are essentially decals, right? A decal would be a quad. So in this case, it's a little bit higher poly, but we could do this. And what that does is it now makes things look a little bit more alive, right? And obviously, you don't want to go too crazy. This one might be wrong. No, that one's right. Yeah. So this one you might want to use as a corner piece. I just would rather just have big old ones like this. So that's the idea, right? We may even want to make them look a little bit yellow. So let's take a look and see, okay? So I'm just going to go to play mode here. And let's take a look. So open up this door here and head on in. So the soft particles, it could probably blend a little bit better there. Yeah, let's also warm up that cobweb. So we can take all of them and just warm them a little bit. See? And maybe even reduce the opacity. Yeah, there we go. That's much better. Just adds that subtle detail that you need to make things creepy. I was talking to Gavin, the creator of Choo Choo Charles today, or not today, but the other day. The podcast went live. You can watch it on the channel. And he was just saying how he would go into all of his textures and just scribble on them just to make them really feel a little bit more rustic, and that makes things look a little bit more creepy. So just adding these sort of subtle, dirty factors can make things look a little bit more creepy. All right, I like those. Very good. Oh my, that was actually pretty straightforward. Honestly, I was surprised to see that the cobwebs were that simple. And they're ready to go, actually. We can just go ahead and start putting those in the game. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, guys, that's about all I have time for. Be sure to check out Full-Time Game Dev below. I have 4,200 students worldwide at Full-Time Game Dev. It is 50% off for the next 3 days. It is the biggest sale of the year. I can honestly say that this course is probably one of the most comprehensive game dev courses out there. And that's because it teaches the business side of game dev. It doesn't just teach Unity, Unreal, and Godot. It also teaches, and also you get 2D and 3D art programs as well, totally free. But it also teaches the business side. That's what so many game developers don't understand. And I've released two commercial games, and my third one is published by 3D Realms, and that's what we're working on today. So I know what I'm doing. I'm actually in the trenches making games right now, and I'm going to teach you how you can do it too. I'm talking about how to go full-time, like Lord Grimm here, who actually found a publisher. Also, like Chris down here, one of my students, who raised over $170,000 on Kickstarter. You can check it out below. Massive, massive program. So much to learn. Probably, I think we're at 40 or maybe 50 hours of content. It's huge. So check it out, guys. I mean, worst case scenario, you buy it and you don't like it. 30-day money-back guarantee. I don't even ask questions when I get refund requests. They just do it instantly. Don't even ask a question. It's not a big deal. So I will talk to you guys later. Take it easy. Bye-bye. That was really, really fun. Cheers. Get over here. Get down. Hey, thanks for watching. By the way, if you haven't downloaded that free 2D game kit below, click below. It's my treat to you. I used this game kit to make a game for PewDiePie in 14 days, and I actually got to play it with him in front of his audience, which was really cool. This game kit is totally free. It's my treat to you, and you can use it however you want. You can make a commercial game and make $1 million off this game kit. I don't care. Or you could just use it for a hobby project. It's my treat to you. And by the way, if you haven't clicked like, that would mean a ton to me. Hit subscribe. And also, this is important, hit that notification bell. Here's why. If you get notified of when I'm live, you can watch me make my next game, and let me know in the chat what you think about the game or any ideas you have, and you might just show up. Your chat might just show up in the next video that I upload. All right. I'll talk to you later. Bye. I love you too.